Hey everyone, it's Kino here. Thanks for tuning in to this 30-day beginner yoga challenge. We are on day 12. Congratulations for making it this far. Today's yoga pose is a wide leg forward bend, which will begin to gain you access into the inner thighs and really test out your hamstring, your hip, and your lower back flexibility. When you're ready to begin, start off with your hands in prayer, the sound Om, to clear your mind and claim the sacred space of the practice. Draw the belly in, keep the eyes closed for a moment. Begin to initiate that deep, resonant breath with sound, feeling your sitting bones on the ground, the mind dropping deep into the inner body. Inhale the sound Sa. Exhale the sound Ha. Inhale. Exhale. Now bringing your hands back to prayer position. Inhale the sound Sa as you raise the arms. Exhale, flow through the center line, come on down. Keeping the mind calm, draw in behind the low belly. And inhale again, the sound Sa, gazing up to the thumbs. Exhale, all the way down. And again, inhale, sucking up through the center line. Gaze at the thumbs. Exhale, slowly back down. Resting your hands on your knees for a moment. Stretch out your left leg, stretch out the right leg. Hold it there for a moment. Drawing the belly in, keeping the legs just in a simple V shape. Hands in prayer. Inhale again, raise the arms up. Exhale, fold through the center line and down. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, flow through the center line and down. Once more, inhale all the way up. Raise it up and let's hold it up for 5 breaths. 1, steady the mind. 2, keep yourself aligned with your central axis orientation. 3, 4, and slowly down. Then move your hands out in front, just resting your palms down. Draw the belly in and we'll hold this for a couple breaths. 1. If you have a yoga block and you're feeling a little bit tight, you can grab a block and position it right out in front. 2. Keep your mind calm. 3. Start to engage your legs a little bit, so draw the knees in towards the center of the body while you suck the belly in and begin just gently pouring weight into your hands to help tilt your pubic bone back. And then just walk your hands ever so slightly forward. And again, we'll stay for a couple breaths. 1, 2. You might walk the hands just a little more forward. 3, 4. And if you feel comfortable, you can rest your elbows on the block, or you can rest your elbows just gently down and your hands come right into prayer. 5 breaths. 1, 2. Close the eyes, sucking the belly in. 3, preparing the inner thighs for that deep wide leg forward bend. 4, and 5. Slowly come on back up. Walk your hands gently up, holding underneath your knees. Cross your feet again. From a simple cross-legged position, we'll begin just initiating a little bit more lateral flexibility in the torso, gaining you deeper access into both hip flexion and into the inner space of the pelvis. Draw the belly in and then slowly lean over to the right side. Inhale, lift the left arm up, and let's hold that for 5 breaths. 1. Keep the belly drawn in. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly begin to twist the torso as you reach over. 1. Gaze down at the right hand. 2, 3, 4, and back to the center. all the way back to the center. Let's go for the other side. Draw the belly in, and then just lean laterally over to the left. Spiral the right shoulder forward, and nice and easy. 1. Create space between the ribs and the hips. 2, 3, 4, and then roll the torso around like you're pulling the ribs into the center line. 1. Calm the mind, tune into the inner body. 3, 4, and 5. All the way back to the center. Rest your hands on the knees for a moment, and then open the legs. We'll repeat that same motion with the legs open. So gently lean over to the right side, and then inhale, raise the arm, and this time see if we can just guide a little bit more down, bringing the torso closer to the thigh. 2, 3, 4, and spiral it over. 1, 2, 3. Doing good. Take time to appreciate the body. Take time to appreciate your breath, your body, your life. And inhale back to the center. Let's pop over to the other side. Slowly reach down with the left arm, and right arm raises up. 1, 2. Keep leaning over. 3, 4, and easy spiral over, pulling the ribs in. 1, 2, 3. Keep your hips grounded. 4. And back up to the center, hands down. Cross your feet again. I'm going to pop over to the side so you can see the movement through the shoulders. Now we'll be moving through an internal rotation of the shoulders. So drop the shoulders slightly forward, reach your hands behind your back and interlock the fingers. Roll the shoulders forward rather than pinching them together. So roll the shoulders forward, then lean back, back, and back until the very top of your knuckles presses into the ground. And we'll hold that for a couple breaths. 2. Then you can release your fingers, and if your wrists feel flexible enough, ground down through the heels of the hand and then press the shoulders into internal rotation like you're wrapping the shoulders forward, and then lift the chest up. We'll stay here for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then gently open your left leg, open the right leg, and continue. 1, 2, 3, 4, and gently bend your knees and come on back up. Then calmly come onto your hands and knees, spreading your shoulder blades apart, and inhale. Let's build it up to a plank for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, let's come forward to upward facing, and exhale back to downward facing. Let's stay downward facing for 5 breaths just to really wake the legs up. 1, sucking the belly in, take a moment and just tune into the body. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's switch the gaze forward and exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. One more time, downward facing. 5 more breaths. 1. Stay here for a moment. Tune into the hip joints. Feel your pubic bone. Feel the inner body. 3, 4, and 5. Now let's switch the gaze forward and inhale. Step the right foot forward and turn your hips, coming onto the fingertips, reaching the hands down, and we're ready for Prasarita Padottanasana A. This is our first wide leg forward bend. So if you can't get your hands flat on the ground, you can pop it up to the fingertips, or you can place 2 blocks and place your hands down on the blocks. But if possible, is to stay here on the fingertips, keeping the belly sucked deeper and deeper in. And then slowly as you exhale, pivot through the hips. First, get the hands flat on the ground. Drop your head down, relax the neck, and see if you can lean forward until that top of the head is on the ground. If the top of the head is on the ground, you can slide it back, but no stress. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wherever you get to is fine. Practice patience and tolerance. Draw the inner thighs towards each other. Deepen the hip flexion. Press down through the bases of the big toes and widen the shoulders. And 5. Inhale, lift the head up. rooting down through the bases of your big toes, and exhale. Then inhale, come all the way up, place your hands on your waist. Give a little bend through the knees and just shake out the hips for a moment. Draw the belly deeply in, root down through the bases of your big toes. Activate the inner thighs. We're ready now for Prasarita Padottanasana C position. Inhale, spread the arms. So we're skipping the B letter. You may have noticed that. No problem. We're going to do the first and then the third one. You're prepared for it now. So really spread the arms and then exhale. Interlock the fingers behind the back. After you interlock the fingers, rolling the shoulders forward, draw the belly in, maximize the space between the ribs and the hips. Lift your hands a little bit away from the sacrum, create that space, drop your gaze down, and then exhale as you send the hips back and up, back and up, back and up. Drop your head down. Avoid the temptation to pull with the arms. Instead, reach the top of the head down first, and then relax the shoulders. Keep rolling the shoulders forward, and we'll just stay here for a couple breaths. 1. Don't worry about how far down you go. In fact, if it's real hard, you may be up there, so just leave them up there and don't worry about it. 2, slowly, over many years, your hands will reach the ground, but no stress. 4, just think about dropping the shoulders forward and releasing deep into gravity. And 5, inhale, thrust in through the legs. Let's come all the way back up and exhale. Gently bring your hands right to your hips for a moment. Inhale, lift the center of the chest. Exhale, send the hips back this time. Reach down, dangle your fingers, grab hold of the big toes. Then inhale, lift the chest up again. Draw the belly in and exhale now, fold forward. This one should feel almost easier than the one before where we released the shoulders. But just take it here to really deepen the hip flexion. Think about your torso sliding between the thighs. Whether or not the deepest movement happens today, just be happy to be here practicing with your breath, practicing with your body. Hold your body in an attitude of appreciation and kindness. Gazing at the tip of the nose. Let's take one more breath. Walk your hands forward and then let's step it all the way back to the plank pose. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, come forward to upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Look forward, walk your feet forward, and then slowly bring your feet out in front. Then roll the spine gently down, slowly straightening the arms and the legs. Close your eyes for a few moments. And be real kind with yourself. So don't get too harsh if you wished you could have gone deeper, but you didn't. Don't get too harsh with the body. Just appreciate this moment. Appreciate this breath. Give thanks for the practice, for the beautiful gift of every breath. Let your mind and your body rest. Let peace be a blanket that encases and envelops your whole body, your soul, and your spirit. And then allow yourself a deep inhalation, moving the fingers and toes. Bend the knees, bend the elbows. Pause for a moment. Feel the vibration of the spiritual heart. Drawing the knees into your chest, give a little squeeze. Roll from side to side, gently rock through the sacrum. And then let's fall over to the left side. Come on back up to seated. Tune into your body and again, practice patience and tolerance with yourself. Cultivate an attitude of kindness. Be so gentle and kind with yourself. Don't judge yourself by what you see me doing or what you thought you could do. Instead, just embrace your body in the attitude of gratitude and let that appreciation be the seed of peace that transforms every aspect of your life, as though you sing the song of appreciation and you let that shine forth from you like a symphony of joy. Bring your hands together and inhale. Thank you so much for letting me be your guide on the inner tradition of yoga. Be sure to stay tuned for tomorrow's session. I've got something really fun in store for you. Don't miss it. Namaste.